What's up guys, it's Oblivious Gamer here, and well, I just wanted to do this brief video, kinda like to close the chapter on a game that I played a decent amount. I enjoyed it, but it had a bunch of flaws. And the game that I'm talking about is Gundam Evolution. So Gundam Evolution was this online first-person team shooter developed by Bandai Namco. It was kinda like a Overwatch clone. Whoa! Jesus Christ, all those. Thanks for the rest. Came out September 21st, 2022 and November 30th, 2022 on consoles. So September it came out on PC and then on consoles. And sadly, as of the 30th of November 2023, the game has been officially shut down. Barely a year on PC. This was a game I played a decent amount, enjoyed it, but it had a lot of flaws, and it's been a game I've been for a while saying that it's gonna shut down at this point. The player base is too low. It originally started with 40 to 60,000 players, and then it just massively dropped to the point that there were days where you would see 400 to 200 players, at least on PC, and for a 6v6 game, that makes it very hard to get matches. The game in itself also had problems from balance issues, monetization issues, egregious prices for skins, no incentivized for players to come back, especially those that were just gonna play it free to play, because this game came out free to play, so obviously there were people who were not gonna pay money for skins. Updates, they did have updates every 2 months, but it wasn't that much, to be honest. Like, I understand some people are gonna say, well, this and this game gets this amount of heroes every certain amount of time, and that's fine. We could get mobile suits every certain amount of time, which is what happened, but it sadly wasn't enough, and map variation was very small. Modes were stuck with certain maps, so you were really not playing a lot of different modes and maps, because depending on the map you get, that was the mode. So there was a lot of problems here and there. Unless you were like a hardcore fan, it's obvious that somebody who was just trying the game out wasn't going to stay that much unless they really enjoy Gundam, which some of us did. Also, I just felt the way Bandai handled wasn't correctly, with even people from the Gundam Evolution community trying their best to keep the game alive. And as always, in the end, this happens. It's also not too weird. We kind of have been starting since last year, I feel since 2022, the death of a lot of live service games. We've seen some games shut down with barely 7 months or 8 months in. There are other examples of multiple games that have been shutting down. We've seen gacha games shutting down, so I'm not also surprised that if the game wasn't earning Bandai enough money, then of course they were going to shut it down. It is the sad thing of the way it works, and as a Gundam fan, it just sucks that we can't get a good game or a game that sticks for a while. I grew up playing multiple mobile suit games, Battle Assault, the Versus series, Unicorn on the PS3, that one was fun. Like, maybe those games weren't perfect, and maybe my nostalgia goggles makes certain old games look better than what they were, but I feel right now we're just not getting a good, solid Gundam game that sticks, or at least Bandai wants to support. Battle Operations recently came out on PC. It does the job, it's serviceable for some people, but reviews, and it is what it is. Gundam Extreme Versus series, we got Maxi Boost on, that's only on the PlayStation 4, and when the game came out, there was a lot of people who were telling me, oh, we're probably going to get DLC, we're probably going to get some stuff, because they added 2 suits that were not part of the arcade version. We got Barbatus Lupus Rex, and I think it was Amazing Zaku, so people were like, oh, maybe they're gonna kind of run Maxi Boost on before the consoles and support it there, and then the Extreme Versus 2 series, which at the time was also launching, was going to get its own thing. So people were like, oh yeah, and then we got nothing with Maxi Boost on. Like no new suits, no nothing, barely any support, the same way that it happened with Gundam Versus. Of course, Gundam Extreme Versus 2, I feel, is doing well in their case, which is why they keep it there. Recently, they got a new update, and well, there are ways for you to get access to some of the versions if you know your way, if you don't live in Japan. But that's all I'm gonna say, which sucks. Yeah, this video is just about Gundam Evolution, and well, just sucks. Maybe the 40th time will be the good game that we get. Who knows? They just keep swinging, and I don't know. Is it us, the fans, the problem? Is it Bandai? Sometimes it's like, we can all agree, oh, Bandai just handled it wrong, just do this. Sometimes I look at us, the fans, and it's like, are we the problem? Do we just keep getting bad games because we don't like them? Are we being too picky? But I don't know. Like, I don't feel that way. I feel, again, pointing the fingers at developer and publisher and being like, well, it's a tough thing. It's just some stuff that just I keep thinking about. But yeah. Oh well. It is what it is. Gundam Evolution was fun for what it was for me. I know it wasn't for everyone. And yeah, this is the last time we'll be talking about it. So, see ya, guys. Well, at least that helped. Go. Let's go, baby.